Hey folks, how you doing? The tired Papa Joe here tonight. Oh, let me move that a little bit. There we go. Uh, you know, one thing about driving out here, you get to think about some stuff. You get to hear, read, interesting stuff. I thought that pack was finished. I heard, let me rephrase that. I read something a while ago. I just went in and had dinner at Denny's. The ultimate omelet. But I read this a while ago. If Democrats won't fly an American flag at their debate, why in the hell would you even consider a vote for them to run America? You know, they got a good point. And they're all so far left over there, it's ridiculous. I mean, plumb ridiculous. Let me put my eyeballs on. Here's something else that I read. Somebody made a little list that they put on the back of their car. A friend of mine took this picture and sent it to me. Republicans. We live in a republic. We believe in God. End abortion. Keep your guns. Protect our borders. Marriage equals a man and a woman. Freedom of speech. Capitalism. And lower taxes. That defines Republicans. Democrats. This is what a democracy looks like. We are atheists, kill the babies, take all guns, open borders, same-sex marriage, silence the truth, socialism, and raise taxes. Man, ain't that the damn truth. I mean, really. So, I can't help but wonder why in the world any true-blooded American in this day and age would want to vote Democrat. I mean, they are so far out in the left field, it's plumb ridiculous. They totally refuse to give Trump any credit for anything he's done. Okay, I get it. They don't like him. He's part of the other party. He's not in the clique with them. Okay, I get that. You gonna try to tell me that in 3 damn years, the man has done nothing for them to say, attaboy, he did do this. The debate the other night, the Democratic debate, all they could do was hound and pound and beat up what we have going for us. You know, there's a thing they like to do, a question they like to ask, and that is, are you better off today than you was 3 years ago? Simple question. Are you better off today? I would venture to say that we are. Now, do I have so much money that I just don't know what to do with it? No. But I'm better off. Another thing they like to ask is, are you happier today than you was 3 years ago? Well, I'm a grumpy old fart, so I don't know if I can say I'm happier. I'm not quite as stressed. I ain't exactly sure why. I'm not going to give Trump credit for that. The USMCA, United States, Mexico, and Canada agreement, is about the only thing, well, there's a couple that they're actually giving him some credit for. That one they're trying to take credit for, the United States, Mexico, and Canada trade agreement. Nancy Poo-Poo's trying to take credit for that. He did the jail thing on the sentencing and whatnot, not the one where he pardoned a bunch of people, but that should be cool too. Some of the people he pardoned, like that Chicago mayor or governor, Illinois governor, I guess he was, he's a Democrat. He said now he's a Trumpocrat. You know, the people that he did give a pardon to, he didn't do it because of their political party. And yeah, I'm taking my shoes off. I'm getting ready for bed. I did not plan on making a video tonight. So I'll talk to you while I'm getting ready for bed. And it was cold where I got up this morning, so I actually put on shoes. Done that a few times here lately. But I want y'all to stop and think about it. And I know most of the people that watch my channel are true American patriots. Whether you vote or not, I don't know. I hope you do. And if you don't in the past, I hope you do this time. But if you have Democrat friends and family, ask them point blank, why in the world would you vote Democrat? Just ask them. And get them to give you a real answer, if they can. Oh, finally, Noisy turned off. That's why I turned around and he was idling. His truck was terrible. None of them can give you an answer on how they're going to pay for all the free stuff that they're talking about, short of raising taxes. Bernie finally put out how he planned on paying for it. Anybody making over or $29,000 and over, he's going up on your taxes by like 7%. $29,000. Are you kidding me? He's going to increase the tax on businesses by like 17%. You know, if he does that, who's going to pay for it? They have not learned yet that when you tax a business, they pass that expense on down the line to you and I. So you can look for a 29% increase in whatever he chooses to tax. He's wanting to put a $2 trillion tax on like the electric company and stuff. He wants to take over the electric and the gas and all that stuff. And he's going to put like a $2 trillion tax on them. Tax, tax, tax. And they showed a video. I don't remember. I think he was in Russia, but don't quote me on that. And this was a little bit of an old video, not real old, but he wasn't as old as he is now. and he was saying that they're showing bread lines, or talking about bread lines. And he was saying bread lines are good. At least you're in line to get some bread. There are some places where people can't get bread. Okay, I'm sure there is. America ain't it. America, we have the welfare system. We have emergency welfare stuff. We have soup kitchens. We have lots of places where someone gets bread. Now, what he doesn't tell you is everybody in that line don't get their bread. What he also don't tell you is that's about all that they do get. No, we don't need socialism. Socialism is nothing but the first step to communism. Socialism is where they start setting it up to go communist. They start taking away from you and basically building themselves up. They're a little bit slow on building themselves up because they got to be careful or you're going to resist. And if they don't get your guns before you're ready to resist, then you can really resist. So they go nice and easy to get it going. And even if it don't go full-blown communist, tell me one socialist or communist country where it worked out good for the people. Tell me one socialist or communist country where if the government didn't kill them by starvation, shooting the enemies of the government, and imprisoning anybody that wants to speak out against them. He likes quoting, Bernie is, he likes quoting about Cuba or talking about Cuba. The damn fool don't remember all them boats that was leaving Cuba and heading for Florida. How many people drowned, got ate by sharks and everything else trying to leave Cuba? How many of y'all are old enough to remember that great exodus out of Cuba? We was getting them by the thousands. Literally. And people was dying by the thousands. We literally had our Coast Guard and stuff going out looking for some of these makeshift boats, trying to rescue the people before they died. Some of them vessels that we seen wasn't much more than inner tubes and a tube before crossed it. They was desperate to leave. Now, something else you will notice on them debates, none of them have a good thing to say about America. Not a damn thing. We are terrible. There's nothing good about America to hear them Democrats talk about it. Now explain something to me. If we're the worst country in the world, and that's about what they call us, how come so damn many people want to come here? What am I missing? If this is such a terrible place, why would they want to come here to a terrible place? And this grab for our guns, even if you're not a gun fanatic, even if you don't like guns, you need to be concerned. I have a patch, or I have a shirt I like wearing. It says, "Don't fear my guns. Fear a government that fears my guns." Why are they so worried about my guns? Actual deaths by guns are so minute. If they're so worried about life, why are they allowing abortions, late-term abortions? I understand there's certain reasons to have an abortion, and that's fine, I guess. I don't like abortions, period. But I can understand where somebody would want one. Not buying a condom and getting pregnant is not a good excuse. I'm sorry. Waiting until you're 8, 9 months or the baby's been born and then killing it, and that's what it is killing it, murdering it. That's wrong. Period. But that's the kind of nonsense they want to allow. If they want to allow that kind of stuff, then they're into murder and everything else. Then why are they so worried about that less than 1%, way less than 1% of people that get killed by a gun? Now, they'll throw out big numbers about how many people was killed with a gun last year, but what they don't tell you is how many was an accidental discharge. It happens. How many was suicide? It happens. And then you break down to the actual gun violence, where people was killed on purpose with a gun. More people are killed with knives and hammers than there are with guns. More people get killed by drunk drivers. All right, so let's look at that. And I've probably said it before, but think about it. If you're going to take the guns because somebody got killed by a gun, then why aren't you taking the cars because somebody got wrongfully killed by a car? They won't do it. Why aren't you taking the hammers or the knives or anything else? Why single out the guns? I think we all know the real reason, don't we? I'm not going to get too fired up. I want to go to bed. But ask any of your Democratic friends why they would vote for anybody that hates the United States. If they can't fly our flag, why would you trust them to run our country? If they hate the country so bad that they won't fly the flag, they won't say the Pledge of Allegiance, they don't want to stand up for the national anthem, that says they hate the country. Why would you trust somebody to run the country you're supposed to love? If you ask somebody and get a good answer, let me know in the comments. That was just my thought for the day, and I wanted to share it with you. Y'all remember, God loves you, so do I. The Democrats, they hate you. You're bad people. Your whole country's bad. We need to change it, make it go socialist. Have a good evening.